I believe the first things that stuck out were, I think the asset grade was number one. So when we went in and we had kind of a general idea of, okay, well, look, it's a B plus asset built in 2003. We weren't expecting the types of numbers that we were initially going to see. But once we actually, really adjusted our underwriting forms, and the numbers panned out, to be a little higher than what we had expected, because you always give that quick run through to see, hey, is this going to make sense? And when we ran through it, we're like, oh, this actually kind of makes sense. So that was the first thing, just looking at, the way they were operating the property and the way we would operate the property. There was a little bit of back and forth on that, just based on the fact they self-manage and we wouldn't. So between our property management numbers and our payroll numbers on the property, those are really two of the big ones. And then their insurance, the amount of money they were paying on insurance was a little bit higher as well. Then it was almost double what we would normally expect to pay. So, we saw that as a potential opportunity too. So once we went through our first underwriting round, if you will, it kind of caught our eye. And then we went through and we just did a little bit more of a detailed breakdown, and the numbers really started kind of coming to life. So that was really it. So then once the numbers started really looking good, we then talked to our mortgage broker, and who was also a Marcus and Millichap guy out of Indianapolis, great guy. He ended up, once the numbers were still a little tight based on, how we actually had to strategize the rent increases and the RUBS implementation. So once we were able to kind of secure a 24-month IO on the deal, the deal just popped off the page. And it being a 2003 asset, and they're townhouse style kind of units, so they're incredibly more desirable than a lot of the competition in the area. There are lots of different facets just ended up starting to just jump out at us. We're like, I think this is a great deal. Let's get this done.